Hey guys, making a video today because today's March 2nd. As of February 26th, I have 1 year post-op for my top surgery, and February 27th was 1 year and 5 months on testosterone. And I have an update about uh, another surgery, so it's definitely time to make a video. Um, it looks like my house is crooked, but I swear it's the camera. Anyhow, um, and it's kind of washed out, but it's the best lighting I've got. Uh, one by one, uh, top surgery. Uh, this year, having top surgery done has been uh, more than I could have imagined. As much as I wanted it, it's been better. Uh, and coming up to my year anniversary, I was thinking back about everything I was feeling, leading up to this top surgery, and for so long I didn't know if it was going to happen or not. And wearing the binder, and it was so emotional, and even thinking back on it brings all that back, how I felt. And the binder, it was such. I wore a binder for, and I was very blessed. It wasn't that long. It was less than a year. Um, it was so constraining, uh, physically and uh, emotionally. It was hard to breathe, wearing that and not being able to do the things that you want to do because you can't breathe. Um, it was a love-hate relationship though, because I needed it. I needed to wear it to feel at least able to cope with going outside of my door. I couldn't leave the house without it. So that was a rough time. um, but then, finding out I could get top surgery, and going through the whole experience was the best thing ever. So I just wanted to do an update. I'll show you what my chest looks like now, and with this lighting, it'd be kind of hard to see. Um, but everything healed really, really well. Uh, Kind of hard to see it. The scars don't connect. Um, the nipples all healed really good. Uh, the I had feeling through pretty much everything. It still feels maybe a little different than just regular skin. Even around the nipples, I have some feeling. And this is probably too much information, but Tori like brushed my nipple the other day, and I like felt something, you know. And I wasn't sure if that would happen or not, so I was kind of excited. But what else? So yeah, those are the good. It healed good. The bad part of my particular scars and top surgery is that my pack line is like up here, where that is, and then my scars are down here. And I think it was because I was so big that when he does the surgery, I did it with Dr. Garamoni. He has to make the incision below, like when you have a female chest. There's like the dip, where dips down. I'm explaining that very well, but he has to make the incision below that, otherwise there'll still be a like a poof, like in the skin, like a fold, and then you'll still won't look right. So the scar is below my pec line, um, but what I'm gonna do, uh, and I'm excited because in 12 days I'm gonna have my first sitting, is I'm getting a tattoo, and I've been wanting to get some kind of tattoo for my transition, to um, commemorate or document it or whatever. And this having something on my chest is perfect. It's gonna, it's gonna be, I drew it up, and then the tattoo guy took my drawing and tweaked it for tattooing, and it's gonna be like a tree, and it's gonna have the roots that come down to like kind of cover the scars. I don't know if it'll go all the way or not. It doesn't really matter. Um, but it says, it's gonna be. I'll show you guys when I get it. But I'm excited about it. I love tattoos, and I love trees. I love the symbolism of regrowth and uh, all that stuff. Uh, so yeah, I'm super stoked about that. Um, what else? Um, 1 year, 5 months on testosterone. I can do an update there. Basically, the same things happening that have been happening, but more. Uh, Facial hair update. Sideburns are pretty good. I don't know if you see them or not. I have a mustache right now, and it's kind of like a 19-year-old's mustache, and I'm 32. But it's there. And normally I wouldn't be a guy who just has a mustache, but because I think they're kind of creepy. But since that's all I can grow, that's what I'm growing. Uh, but like my neck beard is still coming in thicker and thicker, and I keep that trimmed down. And I'm starting to get whiskers on either side of my chin, and just a couple are coming in the middle. And so once I can actually connect the two patches, I'll let that grow a little bit. Um, I've been watching like all sorts of videos, guys, 2 years on T, because I wanted to compare, and you're not supposed to really compare because everybody's different. But it's just interesting to me to see um, where they're at 2 years on T. Hopefully, um, I've got 7 months to go to grow, at least somewhat of a decent fur on my face. Other updates. 1 year and 5 months, my voice is still changing, so that's encouraging. I was not happy at all where it was at a year on T, and I didn't know how long it would continue to change, so um, very happy about that. Um, Muscles are still, changing, and fat redistribution, that's going to keep happening for quite a while. I mean, I don't feel like I'm anywhere near done changing. Um, my shoulders are finally, show it. My shoulders are finally wider than my hips. And take that out, so maybe look bigger than my hips. So, they're wider, and there's still a little bit of a thing here, but that's some chubbies too. So I think, especially once I get rid of the chubbies, I'll be pretty happy with that. And I'm working on the chubbies. I've lost about 6 pounds, which isn't huge, but for me, I've never been able to lose weight like intentionally before, so that's exciting. I've been eating a lot of salads. Um, oh, uh, hair growth. My arms are getting very hairy, and my hands are starting to get hairy, and I love it. Uh, Anyhow, I could talk about hair growth all day, but it's gonna be old for you guys. My chest is starting to get hairy too, and you can't see it, but it is. And I hope it doesn't get too hairy, because I'm gonna have that cool tattoo. But I don't think I'll be that hairy. Um, just a little bit, maybe. Okay. My last update, to keep this video short, is I went to uh, the surgeon for a histo on February 20th, and I hate going into those doctor's offices. I feel like I don't really, I'm not an anxious person, and I hate ever feeling anxious or feeling um, worried or scared. Like maybe I try to be too macho. I don't know, but I like to feel like I'm calm and in control. And going into those doctor's offices, I swear, like, I just want to hold Tori's hand and have her lead the way because I hate it. I'm scared to death. You walk in, and there's women everywhere. Not that there's anything wrong with women, but I don't belong, you know? It's terrible. Um, but I went, and then we went into the actual room, you know, and there's right in front, when you walk in, there's this huge doctor's chair with the things sticking out on the bottom, like it's every trans man's worst nightmare. And so my stress level was like crazy at that point. I sat down. I did not sit on the little bed there because I refused to. And then the doctor came in and he was totally cool, totally, completely easygoing, and didn't have any examination or anything. He asked me what I wanted, and I told him, I've been having chronic pain. So if you're going to the doctor for a histo and you want your insurance to cover it, make sure you have a history of chronic pain. Uh, so he said, "Yep, that's a good history," and set it up. He said, "Yep, there you go. We'll do the whole surgery, the complete histo." He was just so cool about it, and I got his name recommended from the trans group in Syracuse. One of the guys who runs it recommended the doctors to go to. So I would definitely suggest, excuse me, I would definitely suggest getting recommendations for doctors rather than just going to someone you maybe don't know how they're going to handle it, or um, if they're going to give you a hard time, because it's hard enough as it is. Whereas if you go to a doctor and gives you a hard time about it, it could like crush your spirit, you know? So I would try to get some recommendations on what doctors to go to. So anyhow, he was cool. He said, "Yep, you're good to go. We're going to schedule the surgery. You don't need a pre-approval from your insurance." So I was worried about that. And it's going to be, I haven't heard what day yet, but it's going to be toward the end of this month or early April. So I'm excited about that. I'm nervous. Like my top surgery, I wasn't nervous at all. I was so just stoked to get it. You know, I didn't care. Um, it was worth anything to me to get it. Going into the histo, I'm a little more nervous because I know I need it. I want to get it. You know, I don't want any female parts. But it's not like something that I'm desperate for. It's just something that just a step I need to take, you know. And so I'm a little more nervous about going into surgery and the anesthesia and everything that goes with surgery. But I think I'll be fine. You don't even stay a night in the hospital. It's all laparoscopic, which is good. And and then like 3 weeks of light duty, but not laying in bed or anything, just not doing what I normally do. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll be glad to check it off my list and get my birth certificate changed. And then that will be the end of my paperwork changing. So I think that's about it, guys. This video is definitely long enough. If anyone's watched the whole thing, thank you. Um, and what else should I say? Um, Please feel free to subscribe. I like it when I get new subscribers. It makes me feel special. So, any questions anybody's got, shoot them my way. You know, I'm happy to help. So, hope everyone's doing good, and I'll make another update soon. See you later.